it's Judy, and I want to show you my faux leather technique. As you can see here, this is what it looks like when it's done. Very cool looking, I think. And I first experimented with this by making these flowers. And I'll have a tutorial on this as well, so you can check your subscriptions or check back on my channel, and I also have a playlist. This is flower tutorials. So let's get started. Here I just have a piece of white. This is Georgia Pacific cardstock, and it's 110-pound weight. And I have some distressing ink. And this is Vintage Photo, and that's the same color I used here. And then for the edges, I also used Timber Brown Stays On for a highlighting color. So what I'm going to do is I have a spray bottle here with water, and I'm going to I'm going to ink first. So I'm just going to tear a piece off here. Maybe I can use it on my next flower. And I'm just going to ink it up. And this is going to be kind of messy. I'm just going to ink it up really, really well. I'm going to do both sides. And if you have a distressing tool, which would work great, I just don't happen to have one, or one of those inking tools by Ink Essentials. Okay, that should be good enough. Alright, so now I'm going to spray this and saturate really, really well with water. And for this technique, dye-based ink works the best because it reacts with water differently than like a pigment ink, and it blends really, really well. I'm going to make sure I get this nice and colorified. And while it's wet, it's going to be kind of fragile, but I'm going to just squish it all up. And kind of clean up my mess here. And just crinkle it. And there we are. Hold on just a minute. Okay, I had to grab my heat gun. It wasn't very handy. So the next thing you do is I'm going to use a paper towel here and actually wipe up some of this and lay it back down. And so that is my faux leather technique. And from here, what you can do to kind of give it some highlight is use a darker brown, like this Timber Brown. And I just take it straight from the ink bag and just kind of rub over it just lightly, because you don't want to get it too much. And there you go. So that's, my faux leather technique. It looks like a chunk of worn, torn up leather. And I think a lot of what does it is the color Vintage Photo. It just has that brown leathery color, and the Timber Brown accents that and makes it look dirty and distressed, and it just looks really nice. And the color variation used with the dye-based inks really adds to it. So that's the technique, and I hope you give it a try. It's pretty cool. So thanks for watching.